Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Roommates. So before we jump in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because that would mean the whole world to me. And after this video, if you liked it, hit that like button too. Alright, so we are into winter break. Also, I do apologize if my voice sounds a little weird or raspy. I literally just got up and I started recording. So here we go. Winter break. I've gotten all my grades back and I did fantastic. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty well. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I admit, I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets, just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now, I just have to get all my packing done. This is going to be a great winter break. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone even better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. I guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone who wasn't in my family. Heck, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out figure out what to do. Knock knock! Oh, Sally! You startled me. Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have, Sally looks around nervously. After making sure the hall is clear, she shuts the door. Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it? I don't think so. Why would it, be here? Sorry. Last time you all left, I let him out to run around the place, and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying he didn't leave it in Dominic's. I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep the little puppy a secret for this long. So, what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays? Yup, my parents were even nice enough to spring for a couple of tickets. I guess they miss me too. Huh, I guess so. Wait, a couple? Oh, yeah, they said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might be nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know? Ooh, yes, it can be very enlightening seeing where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone, though. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yes, it would be cruel not to take care of him, and he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others, though. Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic? Sally! I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I've got to find that bone before Dominic does. Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. Then again, it might be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. We're gonna ask Isabella, of course. I guess with Sally out, Isabella is the natural choice. I think my parents will like her. She's feisty. I make my way over to Isabella's room, knocking on the door. She opens the door, smiling at me as she sees me, but it seems she's on the phone. She holds up a single finger as she keeps talking. What do you mean you're going skiing without me? Have you forgotten who your girlfriend is? I don't want to hear some lame excuses about your bro buying you tickets, Chad. I know what those damn slope bunnies are like. I'm sorry, what? Oh, whatever. I guess I'll just find something else to amuse me with while you're away. Oh, now look who's acting like a jealous bitch. Isabella pulls the phone from her ear and hangs up in a huff. That boy is trying my patience. Sorry, cutie, what's up? Are you and Chad okay? Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm just giving him a hard time for not taking me skiing, though he needs to learn to watch his language. I'll make sure he pays for that one later. Oh, Well, I guess, are you busy this week? I suppose I'm not now. I was kind of hoping to get away for a bit, but it looks like my no good boyfriend let me down. Well, I might be able to help. My family gave me 2 tickets for a trip home to come see them. I thought it would be nice if you came with me. Oh, honey, I'm flattered. Are you sure you don't want to get one of the boys to come with you? Well, not really. My parents might get the wrong idea, though. Oh, and they won't get the wrong idea about me? Isabella winks at me slyly. I can't help but giggle a bit. You may tease me a lot, but I like hanging out with you, Isabella. It'll be fun. Just us girls. I can show you around my hometown. Isabella looks wistful for a moment. Yeah, I'd like that. I get a little homesick for my hometown too, or sometimes too. You come from kind of a small town, right? Yeah, it's pretty dinky. Ha, I like my towns like that, where everybody knows your name. That's the kind of place I grew up in. Okay, hun, you've got yourself a date. When do we take off? Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Thanks, Isabella. This'll be a lot of fun. I think so too, cutie. Now I have to pack my sexy undies. We both laugh as I leave the room. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents and let them know that Isabella is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends and say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision and finish packing in just a few hours. I'll admit, I don't really sleep that well. Too excited, but I managed to get enough rest that I'm not totally groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Isabella and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably during the plane ride and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at arrivals and take us out for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come back to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, and my parents are ready to call it a night. They head off to bed as I show Isabella to the guest room. And this is where you'll be sleeping, Isabella. I know it's not exactly fancy, but the bed shouldn't be too bad. Oh, hon, trust me, this place is a palace compared to some of the places I've stayed. Thanks for putting up with my parents. I think they were just happy I didn't bring some boy home. Oh, I could just see their reaction if you'd brought Max home with you. Ha, I'm sure he wouldn't have been that bad. Oh, please. He's damn cute, but he's a bit of an idiot. The boy doesn't know when it's time to turn off, you know? I know what you mean. Besides, I always love parents who don't see other girls as threats. It makes it so much easier to swoop in and snatch up their unsuspecting daughters. Are you going to swoop away with me? Oh, just you give me half a chance, cutie. Isabella winks at me as she starts unpacking pajamas out onto the bed. Oh, those are so cute. You have such great taste, Isabella. Isabella smiles graciously at the compliment. You think so? I got these especially for sleeping over as a guest. Normally, I don't wear pajamas. She holds the top of the pair up to her body, looking down over it. Personally, I think I look better shirtless in the morning, but I guess I shouldn't do that with your parents around. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, thanks for inviting me out, Anne. It's been kind of nice coming to a small town like this. I grew up in a small town too, you know. This brings back a lot of memories for me. Of course, your Mexican food is garbage, but nothing's perfect, right? We both laugh at that. Isabella sits down on the bed, gesturing to a clear spot next to her. But really, thanks, cutie. Why do you always call me that? I mean, I get teasing me, but you're pretty persistent. I like to be a tease, it's fun, and while I may have talked trash on the phone, I really do like to stay faithful when I'm in a relationship. A little harmless teasing never hurts, right? Everyone gets a little thrill. Wait, you really think I'm just poking fun at you? Well, I mean, Isabella fakes outrage and jabs me in the ribs with a finger. How dare you! I never kid about people I find attractive. It just wastes time. I may give a little tease now and again, but if I like you, you'll know it. Like how you should know it by now, Anne. Isabella pokes me again. This time it's my turn to fake outrage as I rub the spot she jabbed. Hey, dagger hands, watch it with those. Oh, I'll watch it all right. I'll watch it very closely. Suddenly, she dives in for my sides and starts poking and tickling me. I can't help but shriek a little. I don't know how she found my ticklish spot so quickly. I try to keep it down while my parents try to sleep, but I'm giggling and shrieking like mad under Isabella's torment. Let's see. We are gonna tickle her back. Oh, that is it, Missy. You're going down. I reach out for Isabella's midriff and begin looking for a spot where she might be ticklish as well. Hey, hands off. What are you doing? Oh, I see. You can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh? I continue tickling around Isabella's midriff, causing her to laugh breathlessly. She reaches out to retaliate, and soon we're mercilessly embroiled on the bed, tickling each other to death. Finally, Isabella yells truce and collapses in a heap on top of me. We can't help but laugh together as we try to catch our breath. At last, we begin to calm down, gulping for air as our giggles begin to fade away. Isabella's head is on my chest. One leg is over one of mine as we catch our breath. I like this. It's innocent and fun. I don't get this very often. What do you mean? Don't get me wrong. I like getting guys' attention. I like being that sexy chica in the room no one could take their eyes off of. But sometimes it's nice to just let my hair down and just be silly for a bit. I feel like I can relax around you, Anne. Like, I don't have to try. It doesn't hurt that you're so easy on the eyes either. She chuckles and smooths out my rumpled shirt over my stomach. You're beautiful too, you know, Isabella. I like being around you. You make me feel pretty, and I love your confidence. I keep hoping it will rub off on me. Nonsense. Look at you tonight. I honestly never thought you would have done something like this before tonight, yet here we are. I guess I'm just feeling more confident or comfortable back home. Oh, well, it's sexy. You just have to bring that attitude back with you, hun. You think so? Definitely, cutie. Thanks, Isabella. What are friends for? I smile at Isabella as she rolls off of me. I stand up and head towards the door. Sweet dreams. Dream of me. Aw, that was really cute. I head back to my old bedroom, feeling fairly good about myself. Coming back home was good for me, I'm sure. If nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision going away for college. Seeing Isabella's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Isabella, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. Alright. Oh, that was really cute. This has been a really good week. Probably one of the best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough. They even tried to talk me into just staying, but I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Isabella and I spent a bit of time away from my parents and got to see a few sights around my town, there are. Mostly, we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. Alright, so we are now at week 9. Let's see, active is at 98. Okay, so I just need one more with active and one more with spontaneous as well. Ooh, we're getting there, guys. Let's go. Oh, okay. Finally, though, it's time to get my head back in my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter, and a few continuations from last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I don't have to learn new names this quarter. I even see a few familiar faces in class. It looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. I also notice another vaguely familiar face, a red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around before. Max notices me, looking, and follows my gaze. Oh, looks like Roxanne got into this class as well. Huh. Before I can ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him. Welcome back to all of you who didn't flunk out of 101. You're not completely brain dead. Welcome to the class where you'll actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing, and there will be homework, the majority of your grade this quarter is going to come from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we've discussed in class, so don't think you could just skip my class all quarter and bullshit your way to a grade A paper. Wow, Professor Task is being really harsh right at the beginning. That being said, as some of you know, I'm a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. If you'd like to know more about it, come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try to stay awake out there. The professor drones on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lessons. By the time class is done, I've already got a page of notes to look over tonight. No, we need Wednesday. It's impressive that he's not wasting any time. We get right to work, which is kind of nice. I can see I'm already going to have to apply myself to get through this class. Either way, I think I've got enough on my plate without thinking about trying out whatever experiment the professor's got in mind for us. I pack up my things with the rest of the students here and head out the door, glad to be outside again. This is promising to be a long quarter. Okay, so it's Tuesday. Okay, yeah, this is the day we need. So early in the new quarter, and I've already got a ton of work to do. I wasn't expecting college to ramp up so quickly. I'll have to work just as hard to keep up with it all. Which is why I decided to take care of eating quickly and efficiently here at the cafe while I get some extra study time in. Is that gonna be it for you? That'll be fine, thanks, Isabella. If I need anything else, I'll let you know. See that you do, hon. She smiles at me as she walks away, swaying her hips. Her work outfit is actually quite cute on her. I crack open the first book and start reading. I'm trying to read and eat at the same time, so it's starting off a bit slowly. I'm starting to get into it though, when the door opens and one of my classmates walks in. Oh, sorry. Anne! Oh hey, I didn't know you'd be over here. Yes, we play the event. Oh, hey Carmen. Already have work to do. Can you believe it? I know, right? Carmen takes the seat across from me, slinging her own bag down next to her. There are enough books that it lands heavily. I'm just trying to get a head start on things. This looks like it's going to be a long quarter. I have to prioritize. I hear you. I've got a bag full of books I have to start reading tonight. It's kind of crazy. It's nice, though. The challenge is exhilarating. Ha! I shouldn't be surprised to hear you say that. It's no wonder you got the highest grade in art class last quarter. What? You must have done pretty well for yourself too, right? Oh, I did okay, but nowhere near as well as you. You're super smart, Anne. Please. She's being very nice, but I know she was probably just behind me on the grading curve. She pulls one of her books out of her bag and opens it. We chat amicably for a while before we both idly go over our lessons. Well, aren't you two getting along famously? Oh, hey, Isabella. Do you know Carmen? She's one of my classmates. Carmen, Isabella, one of my roommates. And nice to meet you, Isabella. I've seen you come in a few times. Nice to meet you formally. Get you anything? Just the black coffee, please. Sure thing. Isabella eyes Carmen a little cautiously as she goes off to get the coffee. Uh-oh. She jealous. Carmen and I chat a bit more. Carmen seems really interested in what I've been up to. She gets really excited as we chat. We're both shocked as Isabella thumps the coffee down on the table. Careful, Anne. Carmen here might try to kidnap you at this rate. We're gonna poke fun at Isabella. Ooh, will you take me on an adventure? Isabella is boring and just wants to take me back to the house. Let's go to Vegas. Oh, what? I wouldn't. What? Isabella laughs and I can't help but giggle a little. Better yet, let's go on a pirate ship. I'm sorry, did I? That a girl, hun. Dream big. Isabella is still laughing as she walks away. Sorry, Isabella just likes to tease me. I have to tease her back sometimes or she'll be relentless. Carmen starts to breathe again, not looking nearly as flustered. We eat and study with each other for a bit longer, enjoying each other's company before she decides to pack it in and head out. I should probably get going as well, so I scoot out the door behind her. We wave goodbye as we go our separate ways. Okay, so next should be Saturday. So we're on Friday, Saturday. Here we go. I'm a little surprised the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or something. I wander out to my room to grab a quick snack. I guess it's going to be a quiet night. What? No, that's stupid. We're going to watch my show. My movie is not stupid. It is fantastic. I think that your movie might be the one that is steeped in stupidity. There it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen. It looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way into the kitchen for that light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. Yeah, we're gonna join in. As much as I am curious about so-and-so's evil twin brother and the mistress they share, I think my film will make much better watching. Was that sarcastic? Rakesh, are you being sarcastic? Oh yes, I learned about it just yesterday, specifically so I could use it when referring to shows you like. Again? You are learning all the wrong things from America, my friend. All right, you two. Knock it off before someone throws a punch. Oh, hey, Anne. Both these guys gave up on listening to me 30 minutes ago. Hi, Sally. I actually just came down for some snacks. I thought everyone had gone out for the night. It was actually pretty quiet until all the yelling started. It's Rakesh's fault. He refuses to bow down to my superior taste. This would be resolved if Isabella would acknowledge that I have brought the better entertainment. Did you have an opinion, Sally? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting in the middle of this one. Oh, which just leaves you, hon. Come on, be the tiebreaker. What? Why should I get in the middle of this argument? But now, both Rakesh and Isabella are staring at me expectantly, with the movies in their outstretched hands. I grab the DVD cases from the two of them, taking a moment to look them over while I consider. Isabella appears to have some kind of TV show bootleg DVD. The back is mostly in Spanish, but the word telenovela catches my eye. Rakesh, on the other hand, has handed me some kind of Bollywood movie. His case is mostly in Hindi. I've seen a few posters like this around the web. The others are starting to look impatient as I mull it over. We're gonna watch Isabella's telenovela. I look at the two over carefully, trying to pick. I have to admit, Isabella's looks slightly more interesting, if only because I've never heard of such things before. I start to hold up Isabella's choice, raising my eyes to meet hers, when I notice she's giving me a sultry look this whole time. I can't help but giggle. Oh, you were trying to win anyway, Isabella. Sheesh. Put it in and tell us what it's about. Isabella actually claps with delight as she grabs the case back away from me and plugs it into the player under the big shared TV. Oh, you guys are going to love this. I used to watch this show with my mother when I was growing up. Every day I'd get home from school, and before I had to do my homework, Mom would tune the TV and we'd watch for an hour. What follows is essentially a soap opera. The dialogue is all in Spanish, and there aren't any subtitles, so Isabella has to translate everything for us. I've seen a few soap operas here and there. It seems like this one does all the same things, with all the same tropes, but with the intensity turned up to 11. Isabella is eating it up, having a blast, telling us what's happening. Some of the reactions of the characters are hilarious. It's all so much larger than life. It's quite fun. I can kind of follow along thanks to Isabella's descriptions. It's pretty fun and everyone has some good laughs. Isabella is, of course, really into it. At one point, she even takes my hand to proclaim how romantic it is that one of the characters fell for the lady, even though she's really an evil twin. She doesn't let go of my hand for a while, though. It's kind of nice. Finally, the DVD runs out and we all clap. Thanks, Anne. That was a lot of fun. A real blast from my past, you know? No problem. I enjoyed it too. You'll have to tell me more about this show some other time, okay? Ha! I could probably teach a whole class about it, but I'll fill you in sometime. Oh my god. She is so much more wholesome than I thought she was gonna be. Ooh, college farm job. Yes! Alright, let's see. Okay, so... what is that? I think that's... ooh. Okay. So then what is spontaneous here? Okay, that's what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Make everything this way. Okay. Yeah, I think everything's good. So now we're on week 10, and we need to get to Tuesday. Finally, time for a new class. I haven't actually met this professor yet. I hope she's a good one. I've been looking forward to taking this class. And she certainly can't be any weirder than some of my other professors. As the final chime sounds, the professor walks in and steps up to the podium at the front of the class. Greetings all, I am Professor Merriweather. Welcome to Intro to Anatomy. I'm not one for standing on ceremony, and you're all here to learn, so let's get right to it, shall we? For starters, let's get a couple of you down here for an example. Any volunteers? I'm a little nervous, but I stick my hand in the air. It's always good to get yourself out there as a go-getter student. Okay, you there, your name? Anne, ma'am. Good, good. Come down here and stand over there. I start heading down the aisle to stand slightly to the left of the teacher. All right, let's see who else we've got. Yes, right there, Anne. Who else? Butch. Please come to the front of the class. A rather small guy with thick glasses approaches the front of the class. I had requested that you use my middle name Terrence, please, Professor. Oh, what an, interesting name. I wouldn't have guessed that. The poor thing looks pretty flustered. Clearly he's not happy about the name. This is why I go by my middle name. Nobody ever thinks I'm a Butch. Sorry, no nicknames. But, moving on. Butch, you stand to my left. Butch grumbles, but stands to her left. So, anatomy. We've all got it. This is an intro to it. I'm assuming all of you took a high school biology class, yes? I don't have to start with basics. These are two humans, you've got that? Alright, you can never tell with the state of public schools these days. So let's start talking a little bit about the differences between men and women. We're going to get in depth into some of these topics later on in the course, but right now it's good to understand which aspects are universal and which aren't. Just from looking at them, the standard differences are apparent. You can see the young lady here, who was apparently rather lucky in puberty, also sports the larger child-bearing pelvic bone. That's just basic sexual dimorphism. I can't believe she just said that. I'm probably blushing pretty badly, but I managed to stay quiet at least. The professor continues on like that for most of the hour, talking about the differences between the two of us, where evolution likely played a part, what parts are most likely holdovers from our oldest times. It would probably have been a fascinating lecture if I didn't have to be a living doll for her to point at the whole hour. Finally, she gestures for Butch and me to sit down. We head back to our seats as she finishes up her lecture. When the bell rings, everyone files out a little overwhelmed. "Oh, Anne, Butch, come over here a moment, would you?" Damn, I was almost out, too. "Thanks for being my guinea pigs today. It's always nice to have volunteers. Oh, and glad to see you stuck to 102, Butch." "Yes, well, I need the credits, Professor Merriweather." "I hope I can count on you both to volunteer to help me in the future." Sure, why not?" Well, I'm always happy to help, Professor, though I don't know how comfortable I'll be standing in front of your classes, especially if you're going to be describing me all the time." "Oh, no. Mostly I'll probably be using you to demonstrate muscle movements and such. It's so much easier to understand on a live person. I'm sure you'll be fine. Plus, it means that you'll get that much closer to the education. You seem sharp. I think you'll pick things up nicely." "All right, go on. I'll see you next time." As we leave, Butch gives me a shrug and a long-suffering sigh. I know what he means. This is going to be a long quarter. All right, so we are on Tuesday now, so this is the event that we need to play. All right. I think that's everything off of my reading list for this quarter. The Brain for Dummies, Idiot's Guide to Anatomy, and My Big Book of the Body. Professor Merriweather really doesn't think much of us, does she? Oh well, at least that's all done. Time to head home and get down to reading them, I guess. So then I totally sacked him. I must have sent him flying like 40 feet, right? Haha. Then he gets up and he's all, "Where's my bed? I think I need a nap." Ha. Oh wow, apparently Chad and Isabella are out on the town as well. I have to admit, I'm not sure what exactly she sees in Chad. Maybe this is a chance to find out? Then again, there's no need to be a stalker. Let's play the event. Oh, screw it. It's not like I don't have business in town, and I'll admit I'd like to see where this goes. I follow them down the street, at a good distance, of course. They continue to talk and laugh. I can't really hear most of their conversation, I'm too far back. It's probably just more about football and that sort of thing. She really dolled herself up for this date. Finally, the two of them turn into one of the restaurants here on the main avenue. It's nothing too fancy, just a little Thai place with outdoor seating. I stand down the street a little ways, wondering if I should keep following them this far. I might be straining my credibility a bit if I follow them that far. "So, is this a private spot or can anyone walk on by?" "Oh, Sally, you snuck up on me." "Well, you are standing in the middle of the sidewalk. You should just go over. Those guys have really great fried tofu." "Oh, yeah, I was, just deciding about that." "Oh, well, now you've got my curiosity up. What's going on?" "Fine, I was following Chad and Isabella." "Really? Sheesh, are you that into Isabella? You have to follow her around like a puppy?" "Well, I mean, yeah, I like her a lot, but I didn't mean to follow her around. The opportunity just sort of came up. I mean, I just don't get it with her and Chad." "I know what you mean. That doesn't make any sense to me either. His aura is all wrong for her. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's an Aries, and that's definitely a no-no for her." I chuckle a bit at her astrological prowess. "Well, come on. You'll never find out what they're up to just standing out here. Like I said, these guys do have great fried tofu." I shrug, grin at Sally, and follow her over to the restaurant. Once we've checked in, we grab our own seat outside. Looks like we're on the opposite side from Chad and Isabella. It seems like they haven't noticed us yet. Sally glances over at them for a moment as I look over my menu. I'll be honest. I've seen the way you look at Isabella and at each other, Anne. What do you mean? She's a friend, just like you are. Yeah, except that she's a friend who means a lot more to you than friends are. I guess. Just trust me. Here's all I'm saying. I don't get why she's going out with Chad, but still looking at you like a veggie dinner she's going to eat up. So I say we give her a taste of her own medicine. She just needs to see that you're unavailable, and I bet she starts giving you a lot more attention. Do you really think that's the kind of thing she'd notice? Oh, definitely. Just pretend to flirt with me. I bet you'll see her looking this way pretty quick. This almost seems like the antics you'd see in a movie. I know Isabella just teases me a lot, but I guess it might be kind of cute to tease her back if I had another friend like her. Yeah, we're gonna flirt with Sally. Are you sure about this? Sure, go ahead. Anything to keep you from stalking poor Isabella around the town, right? We both have a good chuckle. Well, okay. I guess I'm not sure what to do. I haven't really thought about getting anybody's attention like this. No big deal. I know how to play this. Here, take my hand. I reach out and take Sally's hand in my own. Suddenly, Sally rears back her head and starts laughing, ruckusly, like really loudly. I try to grin like I just told a really good joke. She reaches her other hand out and starts stroking my arm just above where we're holding hands. Don't look over there at all. Just look at me, okay? You can't look over too early or you'll spoil it. Now, let's just talk like normal for a while. We keep holding hands while the waiter brings our food. Finally, we let go and start eating our food. We talk about normal things. Occasionally, Sally laughs loudly again. I'm not being terribly funny, but she's acting really well. I try to smile and play along as well. Finally, as dinner wraps up, she tells me to take a look over at Isabella really quickly. I glance over very quickly. Luckily, Isabella is staring straight at Sally. It almost seems like she's ignoring Chad. It seems like it's working. Great! Then here's the, piece de resistance. Sally stretches in her chair, standing up slowly while leaning towards me. She walks quickly over to my side of the table where she grabs me and hugs me closely into her breasts. Oh, this was so much fun, Anne! We've got to do this again sometime. I try not to look surprised. Sally was certainly speaking much louder than she needed to. I'm sure half the block heard that. I'm also trying not to look embarrassed and failing, but I guess that's not necessarily out of place for me. Okay, talk to you later. She waves goodbye to me and then walks away from the restaurant. While I'm watching Sally leave, I hear footsteps behind me. Looks like you had fun. I look for Chad. Looks like he's off paying the bill. Yeah, Sally's a nice girl. She's fun to hang out with. I'm looking forward to doing it again. Isabella looks me over like she's trying to decide if I'm lying. Maybe we can all hang out together. Isabella grins like she knows a secret, and just mumbles, maybe, before heading back over to Chad. Once Isabella and Chad are gone, I pay my own bill and head back home, definitely with a lot to think about. Oof. Alright, Thursday. It's a quiet afternoon as I head back to my room from the bathroom. I wonder if everyone else has gone somewhere. No, mama. Mis clases van bien. Oh, I guess not. Isabella's door is open. Looks like she's putting away laundry while she talks to her mom, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea what she's saying here, and I'm not even gonna try because I don't speak Spanish and I don't want to, say everything all, completely wrong. She's obviously pretty deep in conversation. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I should bother her. Of course, just as I'm thinking that's when she makes eye contact. Luckily, she smiles and waves at me. Oops, I accidentally hit my mic. I'm still not sure if I should go in or not. Yeah, let's play it. I take it as a sign that she doesn't mind a bit of company and walk into her room. She looks up again and sees that I've entered and grins almost gratefully at me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, don't worry about it. Just my mom checking up on me, making sure I'm still studying, that I didn't run away with any strange boys or strange girls. Isabella chuckles to herself. So, what's up, cutie? Oh, I was just passing by and thought I'd say hi. Not many people around this afternoon. It's true. That's why I'm doing laundry today. Easier to keep Max out of my hair while I put away my underwear. We both snicker as she continues to put her laundry away. Suddenly, she holds up a pair of lacy, nearly see-through panties. Case in point. Ooh, I bet these would look fantastic on you. You should try them on. I promise to only leer a little. What? No way. Those are way too lacy for me. I don't think I could wear anything like that. I'd die of embarrassment. What? No way. Come on, with that cute ass in these? Oh, you could drive a girl wild. I blush at the compliment, even though I know she's teasing me. She's actually been teasing me for a while now. Hey, Isabella, can I ask you something? Why do you always tease me with this kind of sexy stuff? I'm a tease, baby. It's how I flirt. That's what I'm talking about. Teasing me like you're flirting with me. Have you not put two and two together yet, hun? I am flirting with you. I've been telling you practically since day one, girl. I think you're cute as a button. What? But you have a boyfriend. Oh, Chad is fun and all, but he's a fling. I'll stick with him while he's fun. I'm looking forward to eventually settling down with the right person, but for now, I'm just, I heard this once. What was it? Sowing my oats? That's it. But, I mean, you have a boyfriend. Why hit on me? You really are sheltered, aren't you, girl? It's called being pansexual. Yes! Oh my god, I knew it! I knew it. I have to admit, back home we only had the one gay kid in class. Some of the parents in town were angry at him, but he always seemed so nice I could never see the point of not liking him. Still, we didn't really have the same classes, so I almost never ran into him. I did a little bit of research on the terms on the internet at the time. It was a couple years ago, though. I thought it was gay, lesbian, or bisexual. Do you mean you're bisexual? Nah, Rakesh is bisexual. I'm definitely pansexual. It's like being bisexual, except that I also don't care what genitals you got. Oh, so I flirt with you, you adorable thing, because I like you. Oh. Let's see. Ask her how long she's known. So, when did you figure out you were into both boys and girls? Well, it kind of came over me slowly. I mean, the thing is, I always thought girls were cute. I just also thought boys were cute. Growing up, I was supposed to like boys, you know? Mama used to call me her, whatever that is, a little heartbreaker. But I also like girls. It took me until high school to figure out that I didn't actually have to choose, that I was perfectly capable of liking both. Did you have a girlfriend in high school? Yeah, but I still liked boys, and so did she. It was just kind of an experiment for her. Luckily, she was pretty upfront about it, and since it was a secret relationship, we broke up with no hard feelings. Wow, you sound like you know yourself pretty well. I'm almost a little jealous. You've definitely given me some things to, think about. Oh, hon, I certainly hope so, but don't worry too much about it. There's no need to stress out over it, okay? I've had a few years, yeah, but I haven't got everything figured out yet, which is why I'm still trying to mess around and have fun while I'm here at college, you know? Yeah, I understand that. I think you've got a good idea, Isabella. Ha, thanks, cutie. Alright, let's finish up this week. And then week 11 is gonna be where we start next time. So, we are actually really like we're doing pretty well, I think. So active or with our active and our spontaneous skills. Let's see. Yeah, cuz this hasn't updated yet. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys so much and I will see you next time. Bye.